I'm Nancy Jones. I'm married to Tim Jones, and we are part of the over 50 crowd here at SCC, and I've been asked to talk to you about our experience with giving. Back a couple of weeks ago when we were still at Cedar Ridge, Kenny, when he was preparing to receive the tithe, he said something about how people in general tend to hold on tightly to their money. And I thought about that, and I think it's really true. Like, have you asked yourself, is that true for me, and why that is? And obviously we need money for the basics of life, for food and clothing and roof over our head and everything, but really money can mean so much more to people. It can mean freedom because it allows us to go wherever we want to go or buy whatever we want, or whether or not we even have to work. It can mean status. It can mean power and influence. For myself, I didn't really have to think very long of why is that I've held on tightly to money, and it's because for me, money has always meant security. When I was in college, when I graduated college, I decided to go to law school. I was single at the time, and one of the reasons I made that choice was I wanted to know that I could take care of myself financially. I didn't want to rely on anybody else for my security. And then many years after law school, I met Tim and we married, and Tim had been a lifelong Christian and I was a brand new Christian, and he would tithe regularly, and that really challenged my thinking because he'd write out that check and I would think to myself, don't we need that for our bills or for childcare expenses or college for our kids or retirement? I mean, 100 other things. So I thought I was just being responsible, wanting to build a secure future. But in reality, I was trusting in myself over God. Proverbs 11:28 says that those who trust in their riches will fall. So while I felt secure holding on to my money tightly for all those responsible things, really we can lose everything in an instant, and our only real security is in the one true God. So I had the blessing of having a husband who taught me about tithing through his example. Tim has always said, you can't outgive God, and that's something his parents always told him. And so I got to witness it and then experience it as I joined with him, and I know that God has been faithful to us. We've learned that through our giving. So if you're holding on to your money tightly, ask yourself, why is that? And then ask God to help you to live wisely according to His Word, because the sooner you start it, the more quickly you will grow in your love and your trust and your faith in Him.